Okay. I'll clear this off. We're good. Boom. All right, get that there. Get my headphone. And get it. There we go. I'll turn up the brightness too, because it is bright out here. So glad I fully charged my phone before this. All right, here we go. Live chat. Boom. Cool. All right, then we got this. And then the piece de resistance belt. Have to, just because everybody that's fighting in this episode. So, yeah. See here. That down a little bit. And we're all good. I'm early. Sup, Kimbo? How you doing? Yo, how's it going? Says Glenda. How's it going, Glenda? Big time hype because new episode, obviously. And once again, been avoiding the internet. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to tell more stuff about Achilles because they've been hinting at it big time. And plus, just the trailer for this episode, you know, it showed Achilles. But yeah. So let's see here. Hello. Hi. How's it going? Enjoying the day off. Kind of woke up early because, I mean, my body's just used to waking up early now because I work early shift in my job. But yeah, for the most part, just been chilling. Got ready for the day. Now doing the reaction. I'm probably going to film a couple more MFB Homage Series battles after this, and then I don't know, probably chill out for the rest of the day because it's my day off. But yeah, anyways, we got our episode review now. Beyblade Burst Super King or Sabaking, episode number 22. What's baffling me the most about all of this is that we're literally 22 episodes in, and so much crap has happened. Like, so much has gone on already. That's a wild build. Because 22 episodes in, we're not even halfway through, and so much has happened. It makes me really excited, but also, like I said, very, very nervous for the rest of this season, man. It's going to be, things are going to get nuts. Just as it goes along, it's going to get more and more crazy. And things are really starting to build now. It's wild. But yeah, so let's see here. Okay. So, got the belt, and see if we got it ready on here. Yep, sure enough. All right, got it ready on here. Let me just clear out my freaking 10,000 notifications. But yeah, not going to spoil, but the episode is good. Oh, I bet it is. Like, we got the Group B battle going on with this. So, what? Vault, Free, Hyuga. Yeah, Vault, Free, Hyuga, Iga, and Rantaro. All on this one, man. So we got a battle royal with this. I don't know who's going to win it. Honestly, I'm thinking that's going to probably be Iga because Achilles getting shown off. I'm like, how are they going to have Achilles lose the first battle? You know? But yeah, just because, I guess, plot. But we'll see, man. All right, so let's get into it. Also, I gotta spin the belt because yeah, John Cena U.S. spinner belt. It's freaking awesome. So let's see. All right, we got our intro, which always gets so freaking hyped for the intro. It's so sick, man. Always gets me so hyped every time. It's just seeing like Wayne and then Hikaru and Hugo with their true resonance awakening, which I can't wait to see that. It obviously hasn't happened yet, but I feel like soon we're going to be seeing it really start to fully awaken. Like the full resonance of like Hyuga and Hyperion and Hikaru with Helios. Rentaro, Cisco, Free, Louis, Drum, Iga, Shu, and Vol. And they are doing it in that order because we're seeing, well, we've seen Shu show up, but we're seeing Iga with his Achilles before we're seeing Shu with his Spriggan, so the intro told it. Infinite Achilles. Okay, so, I mean, anybody who doesn't know, the name of it is Infinite Achilles. That's the name of the new Achilles. Are you going to upload more Bakugan? Yes, I'll upload more Bakugan. I just really busy with a lot of stuff, you know. I work a lot. I work a lot, and then when I'm not working, making videos for you guys, I've been doing a lot with the homage series and such. But bakugan videos will come, plenty to go back and watch in the meantime. You know, new videos every single day, plenty to go back and watch until I put out more bakugan content, which will be soon, by the way. But yeah, you see her yell. Whoa! It starts off with Lane just yelling, dude. Whoa, hold up. Hold up. How are you gonna, okay, have that intensity right at the get-go? Okay, give me one more second. I just gotta process this. Coming in with this crazy, crazy level of power. All right. You see her, yeah! Just yelling. Wayne's just yelling. And he has the purple aura coming off him like crazy. Legends. Akaba Aiga. Alright, and he looks up at them. Yo, that's crazy. He's like, I'm coming for you next. Ooh, and Free's looking down too. Because you know Free, dude, that is the big battle to look out for. And it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Lane versus Free. That's the one. That is the one that they've built up the most thus far. Besides Lane versus Shu, which I'm sure we're gonna get that after this festival is over. Because Shu's not participating in this festival, but he's watching very closely. And with World Spriggan coming out next month, it shows that like whatever happens with this is gonna push Shu to take action. So it makes me that much more nervous, dude. If somebody goes down to Lane in a battle in a 1v1, I think they're toast, man. I think their Bay might be toast. As much as I don't want to see it, because I hate seeing Bays break, but it's gonna get that devastating. Okay. Yo, Aiga just stood up. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna face you and beat you because what he did to Ranjiro." He's like, "No, I'm gonna win." We'll see about that. Rantaro, oh, they all have their scores. Because Rantaro getting payback for Ranjiro. Aiga also trying to get payback for Ranjiro. Hyuga just trying to get payback in general because he lost to Lane before. And then Free, enough said. But yeah, I really feel like, honestly, that Uranus broke Fafnir. That broke Guy's Fafnir, which led to Mirage. Just with how mad Free got, you know? Louis laughing. He's like, all right, you got some real power. Looks like I won't need to hold back anymore. Probably something like that. The Bulls, Shu's watching. Yo, just Shu's looking up at the TV, dumbfounded and baffled, dude. You can tell. I'm just gonna say this right now, and this is why I made speculation and such, like, you know, possibility of like Theodore, Astrum, or all these characters possibly coming back later on with this. Look how shook Shu is at how strong Lane is. That's Shu Koronai, dude. In the manga, he's number 2. And he's shook at the power of Lane already. And we're 22 episodes in, man. It's like when he looks at Lane, he sees even crazier of a level of himself when he was Red Eye. Because it got dark for Shu when he was Red Eye, you know, especially like Spriggan Requiem. He's breaking bays, but this power he's seeing makes him even like more shook. It seems like it's like even more stronger, like way more powerful of a power than when he was Red Eye. But he gets that same, you know, that same feeling about it. You can tell. Not only because he trained Lane, but because of Lane's power and that it's growing like this crazy. Oh, man. We're going to get some crazy story with this. Okay. So, Hikaru's looking at Helios. He's like, we lost. Like Helios and Satan were battling, and then Lucifer just came in and hit them both. Everybody launched in at him, and then he managed to send all the other opponents' bays flying out of the stadium. Satan, Longinus, Dragon, Helios, all of them sent out. Hyuga just came in. He wants to battle. He's like, yeah, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! Like, they don't have the exact same launch, but very, very similar launches. Aiga's just walking. It's down to the stamina. Who's got it? Ooh, Hyperion won with the stamina. Okay. All right. And then Aiga walks in, dude. Wait a minute. Wait. Hey. What is that? You don't just throw that in there in 2 seconds. Okay, hold up. Yo, wait a minute. Okay, so for Infinite Achilles, those, I don't think those are frames. Nah, those aren't frames. Because it has the chassis. What the heck are the parts? I know it's got Dimension Dash. I forgot the disc for it. Oh, yeah, it's got 1B. That's right. So, yeah, that's not a frame. It's got 1B and Dimension Dash. So, those pieces must be mode changes for Achilles, like how we had the Union armor or the Union sword with it. It looks like he has 2 of them. So, I'm guessing one's more round, so I'm guessing it's like a shield, like the shield of Achilles. And then one's more jagged, so it's probably like the sword of Achilles. Which that makes sense, man. Having a defensive mode as well as an attack mode. It's like how Union has this, like the different mode changes with it, but even crazier. Infinite Achilles now has 3 modes because it has like both of those armors, but also it can use it without like having either one of those armors. So it technically has 3 different ways of battling it. Also with Dimension. And I don't think the 1B will really switch modes or anything, you know, for Achilles. So, I mean, still, how many heights is there for Dimension? There's like 6. Yeah, the short mode, the middle mode, and then the tall mode. Yeah, so that's like 6 different, wow. 6 different modes for the Dimension, plus the 3 different ways of battling Achilles. He's got like 18 different modes for it. Okay, that's wild, man. We're trying to have the most modes for Achilles, making it really, really diverse. That's so cool to see, but yeah, man. So, defense mode and attack mode. I wonder which one he's going to use in this battle. And then Hyuga's like fanboying big time. He's like, Infinite Achilles. Just like, okay, I know I'm pausing a lot, but just a lot of stuff to talk about with it. That they're showing off Infinite Achilles right now in the show before they show off World Spriggan. But they've revealed everything about World Spriggan. And now basically at this point revealed everything about Infinite Achilles. So we're obviously getting Spriggan in September. It just has me shook that they're showing off Achilles this early, but they're not going to have it come out till October. Like that. I don't know. To me, I'm like, did that make any sense? Like, does that throw anybody else off? They're showing it off this early, and then like that's 2 whole months basically. That's like 2 whole months before we even get this babe. They're showing off literally like mid-August. I don't know, but anyways, let's get into it. Yeah, man. So the sword mode, the infinite sword. Okay. And then the other mode, the infinite shield, I'm guessing. Yup, infinite shield to this more round. And having those frames on it changes up the way that it battles. The sword, more attack. The shield, more defense. And then, without using either one, which I'm guessing he can, a balance of the 2. That's sick. He's like, Aiga. Okay, so it's like I was thinking, like, you know how close Vault really got with Hyuga? Like, Hyuga connection-wise with Vault, and also Drum. It seems like kind of Hikaru, like, you know, kind of butted heads with Drum a little bit, but, you know, it was out of fun. But now he's really getting into, like, the battles with Aiga. You know, he's getting his hype. I've always felt that way. Like Hyuga, you can see a lot of drum and vault with Hyuga, but then with Aiga, like with Hikaru, you see a lot of well, kind of drum because of how he just picks up on things so quickly, but also Aiga because the same thing, and also his demeanor. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if it's just me, but it definitely seems like you can see how they're similar to like the other protagonists. But yeah, 3, 2, 1, go! Yo, he's got the same launch. Let's go! Oh man, he still got the corkscrew launch. It's so sick. I don't know. Like, that was, in my opinion, Aiga's launch was the best launch in GT. So far in Super King, he might have the best launch in Super King too, because that corkscrew launch, like Lane's got a sick launch, but also Aiga's launch. Aiga's launch is just so sick. But yeah, all right, here we go. All right, facing, yo, Achilles is sword mode. Infinite Achilles. Just going straight for the attack, dude. Hits Helios big time. Yo, and the KO with one hit. He's like, oh. One battle, and he's like, Hikaru, can't wait to battle you. And then Hyuga's like, battle me. Then he just runs off. He's like, I'll battle you. See you out there. Maybe we'll meet in the future. A couple Aiga. You can see the resemblance big time, man. This battle even just showed it. And the battle royal. Oh man, Aiga, Hyuga, Rantaro, Free, and Vault. All in one battle royal, dude. It's time to see who's gonna win this. I don't know, the odds on fate, it's hard, but we're having Achilles come in now, so I won't be surprised if Aiga wins this. And everybody's watching in the stadium or on the TV. Including Hikaru and Hyuga's parents. And she's like, don't burn the food. And Lane's watching too. Looking right at Vault, Aiga. Yeah, he's watching carefully. This is gonna be intense, dude. Honestly, I totally see Rantaro being the first one out. I'm honestly just being real. What's with the belt? I think somebody said. Oh, well, you know, because we got like champions in this, and I'm like, you know what, it's time to break out the belt, and plus like got this new belt and such. It's the John Cena US spinner belt. It's from like 2004. He didn't have it for like the longest time, but like, yeah, man, it's so sick. But yeah, it's supposed to resemble the champion's belt. Exactly, yeah, Apocalypse, you got it. You got it, man. You already know. You already know. You've been here enough, you know. Rantaro's like, I'm gonna win this. And then Free just holds out Fafnir. Now Aiga talking. Oh man, he's using the defense mode in this battle. Okay. He's like infinite shield. Because he knows the power of all the bladers in there. So it's not a bad decision going on the defensive. And Valkyrie. Oh, dude. Hyperion. Ragnarok. Oh, this is going to be sick. This is going to be so sick. I honestly don't know who's going to win it. It's up in the air. I'm just saying, like, I think it favors Aiga, the momentum-wise, because Achilles is the newest Bay. Ready? Set, go. 3, 2, 1. Go, shoot! Ah, dude, here we go. They're all in the stadium. Achilles, Ragnarok, Hyperion, Valkyrie all speeding around, and Fafnir is taking the center, dude. Hyperion shooting in at Achilles. Uh-oh. Sends it back. The infinite shield, man. So depending on the frame, it completely switches around how it's gonna be. Achilles and Valkyrie. Here we go, dude. The show up. Yo, the showdown's happening again. Vault and Iga, Rantaro and Free. Yo, big hits. It's intense. They both get sent back. Dude, this is so intense. I love it. I freaking love it. Achilles and Valkyrie still hitting one another. Achilles shoots down, takes the center. So Fafnir, yeah, because Fafnir's still in the air. Hyperion's using the small point and shooting right in. They're all shooting in at Iga. Oh, shoot. They're all going in at once. Oh, Achilles! His headband didn't break. All right, but there's Achilles. Infinite guard. They're all hitting at once, dude. Yo, the power. Oh, shoot. None of them bursted or went out. It's down to the stamina. Yo, it's close. They're all wobbling. Right now, Fafnir has the advantage, honestly. Hits any of them could steal their spin. Valkyrie and Ragnarok hit one another. Valkyrie's out first. And then Ragnarok goes out. Oh, shoot. Yo, Hyperion, Achilles, and Fafnir. They're the ones that are left. Fafnir hit Achilles, taking that little bit of spin. Yo, Hyuga, his aura. Hyperion! Yo, are they gonna have Hyuga win? No way! Wayne's like, what? And Lucifer's resonance. Oh. Ah! Yo, this reminds me of Iga and Phi, man. Because whenever Iga would battle and his resonance would flare, Phi's Phoenix resonated too. That's what's happening with Hyperion and Lucifer. Oh, shoot. Dude, the references, even with just how the ores are and such, is crazy. Uh-oh. Yo, Achilles stopped, then Fafnir. Yo, Hyperion won! He said, Nani? Cisco said, Nani? Yo, they had... Really? Really? Yo, Achilles lost his debut battle. I'm kind of shook. Just plot-wise, you don't usually see that. But I mean, it's credible. It doesn't make it does not make Iga look weak or anything, because it's in this giant battle royal. And also, notice how when he used his power, it wasn't enough to where he breaks his headband. He didn't break his headband. He wasn't going like all out. So, okay. All right. I'm not even upset at that, man. Plus, it builds Hyuga up. That alone gives Hyuga so much big-time credibility. The underdog of this tournament just won this battle. That's crazy. Okay. Everybody's in the crowd getting hype. You can tell Free's a little shook, but he's like, these new bladers are strong. Rantaro's like, good job, Hyuga. Hyuga's like, yeah, I won. Oh my God, no way. He's getting hype as heck. Cisco's probably saying like, kids are not too bad, because he did get the win against Satan once. The next episode. Yo, Hyuga's getting interviewed by like everybody. Oh God, I hope he doesn't get crazy big-headed. Oh, I think he is. I think he is getting full of himself, because Hikaru pulled up and he's like, Hyuga, you have to focus. And then sure enough, they're running. Are they going home? They're looking down to the stadium. Yo! Wait, that's the... Is that the same arena as the Godbladers? Or am I going crazy? Is that the same site as where the Godbladers Cup was? I got Hikaru, Hyuga, Lane. Okay, Hyuga talked to Lane, but then he just walked off, of course. Ooh! And Iga just looked up at Lane like, you know, you can tell he doesn't like him. Alright, let's see. Alright, it's Achilles and Helios. Achilles, Helios, Lucifer. Okay. Oh, shoot. Lane's eyes turn purple. Oh, no. Dude, I hope another break doesn't happen in this battle. Like I said, any battle with Lane, I'm nervous as heck because, like, if you lose to him, I mean, everybody got lucky. And their bays, you know, their bays did get KO'd. But if he uses the variant wall press, if he uses that move, that alone's going to tell everything. But going into this, he has the advantage. So it's Lane and Hyuga. They're supposed to be teaming together, but you can tell Lane wants no part of Hyuga. So he's just going to be battling for himself, so he's not going to give a crap. So Lane and Hyuga versus Iga and Hikaru. Those two will work well together. Their styles are very, very similar, so they're going to work well together. But, yeah. I totally see it where maybe Hyperion being the first one out because Hikaru and Iga work so well together. But then Lane doesn't have any crap and then just goes off and then ends up winning it. But, yeah, man. Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. What? 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 Wait. What was that last scene? I need to look at that last scene. Were they all attacking? Yeah, Lane's eyes turned purple. And then, yeah, okay, yes. So, Achilles and Helios are both hitting Lucifer, and then Hyperion's swooping in behind them. So it's like Hyuga realizes that Lane's not going to work with him. And then he's like, I don't care who I face, a tag team battle or not, you're all my enemy. That's definitely the mentality that Lane has right now. And yeah, because Hyperion's going in between Helios and Achilles. So yeah, man, that makes me nervous because what if it's like Lane's just not holding back any power and then somebody gets, oh man, I hope not. Somebody's big gets broken. Well, it's definitely not going to be Achilles because Achilles hasn't even dropped yet. They're going to make Achilles look strong until we fully get like Achilles release. So there's no way they're going to make Achilles look weak. But on the other hand, Helios and Hyperion, I'm nervous about because it's like I said before, they, like by they, I mean every protagonist, they have all had their bays broken at least once, except for obviously Hikaru and Hyuga. I hope this isn't the battle where it happens. I totally imagine it happening because it makes sense because, you know, just plot. But yeah. Beyblade versus parking. All right, what are they showing off? Oh, they're showing off the new Lord Achilles, which it drops on my birthday, August 29th. Hype. So hype. But it's Lord Achilles Paradox Quick Dash, which is a big-time interesting combo for sure. It's going to have some serious attack. Its stamina is going to be really bad, but, like, its raw attack is going to be up there. Because, I mean, Lord. Enough said. Lord. Big hit. What's it facing? Oh, yo, that KO. That was wild. And all that blue. It looks so sick. Okay. So I don't need to see the outro, even though it's freaking awesome and I love it. Okay, so time to discuss some stuff. Legend ranks are not the same as world. Yeah. Yeah, legend ranks I guess aren't the same as world ranks, but you know, in this, I mean, it shows everybody's like, okay, this blader is the absolute strongest in this tournament, and especially this now. It shows that all these bladers are around the same power level, all around the same power level. But like, just because of plot, with how things have gone throughout the duration of like this entire series, you can tell who kind of has an advantage, or you can imagine winning it. You know what I mean? So, for example, obviously going all the way back to season 1, the very end of it, Louis won against Vault. So Louis at the time was the strongest out of anybody in Japan. But then also like season 2, then we get the whole thing with Red Eye beating Louis, but then Vault beating Red Eye, becoming the champion. So, you know, it's given he was the champion at the time. But then who beat Vault? The only one that beat Vault, I mean twice, was Iga. But then Hearts beat Iga, which that gives, like, I mean, Hearts would be a sick character to come back. Like, I know I say Phi, but also his brother Hearts. Like, because imagine a Hades, that heavy gimmick, just like how Dragon's heavy, they make a Hades, and it's that heavy. They'll be sick. I'd love to see Hearts come back, but you know, he was a champion. Hearts is a former champion. Vault's a former champion. Iga being the champion at the very end of Chozi, former champion. But then after that, like Arthur coming in and beating Iga, but then Drum beat Arthur, but in a 1v1, Drum didn't beat Iga, you know, so it makes Iga still strong. You know, it's just a lot of stuff with plot. So all of these bladers are very, very strong on like kind of similar levels, but some of them you could tell are just a little bit stronger than the others just because of plot, how it's been built throughout the duration of Beyblade Burst. You know what I mean? So, like, they're all up there in power. And now it's like, until we see the 1v1s and who comes out on top fully, we don't know the exact ranks of anybody at this current point, you know, because the manga and the anime are different. We see the ranks in the manga, but also in the manga, some characters haven't shown up in the manga, while some are, you know, in the show. Like, so in the manga, I mean, we got Dinah in the manga, like, Dinah and Kensuke are both in that rank, I think. No, Dinah and Waki are both in the S rank, and we haven't seen them in the show yet. Hopefully we do see them, but we haven't seen them in the show. Delta we haven't seen in the show. Phi we haven't. Win we haven't. Those big time bladers we haven't seen, at least yet. I hope we do see them. I really, really do, dude, because for this to be a true endgame level feel, you need the very strongest throughout the entire history of this series to come back for it. Everybody. You can't skip one strong character that's extremely strong and it shows, you know. Otherwise it won't make sense to plot, or it won't be seen as like, oh, you beat the very, very strong, you know what I mean? Like, at least that's the way it is, like, I feel about it. So yeah, let's see here. Hey Kimbo, I have to say this one thing. You are the true GOAT. No one is a Beyblade YouTuber ever. You rock, bro. Dude, the fact that people even call me a GOAT, I'm freaking honored. Like, holy crap. I just love what I do, and I just have fun with it, you know, and just put out as much as I can, even if I'm working a crap ton. Because, like, I mean, 38 hours this week, literally 2 days off, and using both to just be productive. I used the one already then, and today's the other one. And sure enough, filming and all that good stuff. But yeah, then going back to work big time, and then just getting ready for my birthday next Saturday. Oh my God. So yeah, the last week of me being 24, but you know, but yeah, I'm just totally honored, you know, just saying that. Thank you so much. That means a lot. I really would like to see Phi. Oh, for sure. We gotta see these characters come back. You know what I mean? Because like, just to plot with this being an endgame level feel, like I said, it would make no sense if they leave some of these characters out. It would be like, it wouldn't feel as credible and as endgame of a level, like as devastating if you leave some of these powerful characters out. Because the plot, you know, because they did leave a few things kind of unresolved with MFB, and I really don't want them to do that with Burst. I want everything to be like fully resolved, like, okay, you know. But yeah, let's see. Happy belated birthday. Well, it's not my birthday quite yet. It's in a week, but thank you. Definitely appreciate it. If the bladers from the manga are in the correct, it would make no sense to have Xhaka stronger than Cisco. Exactly. Like, Cisco did end up beating Xhaka in a very close battle during the God Bladers Cup. People might not remember that, but it did happen. So, yeah, man. But also, like, Jan and Xhaka, you know, Excalibur, because we saw Excalibur come back, but like we didn't get another Satan in Cho Z. You know what I mean? Like, just so much plot that they really need to fill. And I really hope they do. I want Delta to come back so badly. Oh, for sure. Like I said, Phi, Gwen, and Delta are the top three for me that I really want to see come back. If I had to make 4, 5, and 6 with that, with Phi, Gwen, and Delta, I would have to say, honestly, Hearts. Yeah, I'd have to say Hearts, Wakia, and Dinah. And then any more, Ken, Arthur, and Zach. Also, Zach being on that list, too. But yeah, dude, those are like, there's just so much they can add with this. And I say this, you know, some people might be like, oh, this is unrealistic. There's no chance that this can happen. Guys, we're on episode 22. 22. Do you know how many like, I'm sure everybody's picked up on the pattern, how many episodes there are in these series? When the episodes were 22 minutes, there were 51. But then with obviously Rise or GT, with them being 11-minute episodes, 52. That way it makes it like 26, you know, fully. But yeah, man, 52 episodes, and we just had 22. You do the math, we're not even halfway through. We have 30 more episodes of this series before it's done. And look how crazy things are getting already. The build with Lane, this tournament that's happening right now, the Legend Festival, all these battles that are happening, them clearly waiting to introduce some characters until after this festival, the first case being Shu. Imagine who else they can introduce in this after this festival. We're getting Shu hands down. Imagine we get Delta coming back, Phi coming back, Gwen coming back, a bunch of these other characters that they might be having in the shadows right now to just bring them back as complete surprises. Because with Achilles' release, when we get Achilles, after we get Achilles, literally, what else is there that they've advertised? Nothing. It's the complete dark. They can throw in anything and anybody that they want to out of nowhere. Because everything that they had advertised had been done. All the characters that they advertised on the art, in the show. All their bays, in the show. After this, they can throw whatever they want to in it. And we got the triple booster set with Dragon, the most recent release. You know how we get a customized set, right, guys? How we get a customized set with every season, at least since God. And what do we get for God? I mean, we got Arc Bahamut and then another bay that came with it. I can't believe I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah. Got 2 bays with that, and then the Cho Z customized set. It was what? Orb Aegis and Cho Z Spriggan. We got with that one. And then we got the GT customized set. We got Regalia Genesis and the Prime Apocalypse both put in. So you do the math, we get a GT customized set. That's 2 Deep Chaos. That's what? Deep Chaos. That was the one that was with Arc Bahamut. But yeah, that means we're gonna get 2 characters coming back. Their bays put in this set because just the pattern shows it that we're gonna get that. We got the triple booster set, that pattern stuck through. So you do it, you pay attention to all these patterns and such, transformation or customized set. 2 new bays in it that are in the show. Legend Bladers. Possible Phoenix, possible Genesis, possible Apocalypse. I don't know, I can imagine like Arthur coming back, you know, but especially like Genesis and Phoenix, I really imagine us getting. And then also I imagine us getting a new Diabolos. Like I said, Death and Abyss felt way too much like placeholders. I don't know if it's just me, but it felt way too much of a placeholder. Death and Abyss did. They felt way too much like placeholders. And plus the parts on them, they're not the heaviest parts or like the craziest parts or anything. And plus they're showing off like kind of the master gimmick with World Spriggan, because you flip the base over and it's like a completely different bay. You know? So I wouldn't be surprised if they do end up dropping like a different and real full out Diabolos. Like they use the same chip that they use for Death and Abyss, but then a new base, they put Generate on it, and imagine they give it a chassis or something. Like it'll be cool if that's how we got like a chassis, like I don't know, like a 3B. I mean, we're up to 3A. we're up to 3A. With attack ones, we're up to 3A. With defense chassis, we're up to 2D. With stamina chassis, we're up to 2S, I think. Yeah, just 2S. And then for the balance, we're at 2B still, right? Yeah, or no, 1B. Yeah, 2B. Yeah, we're at 2B. So, imagine what they could do. Like, I see them making a 3B chassis. I imagine them making a 3S chassis, possibly. But who would be a stamina type user that could come back that's not already in it? Zach? Oh my god, please! And yeah, a 3B chassis, with 3 for balance. And then a 3D chassis, a 3 defense. You know, those are chassis they haven't made yet, which you could imagine them doing so. Because, I mean, we're up to 3A. The others need 3s as well. For many Blader after shoe, I feel like it will be a bit rushed. Nah, I don't think so at all. Because look at all these Bladers that they introduce with this. Each episode, they can introduce like they're basically introducing like a new Blader. Or like every few episodes. It's wild, man. It's so crazy. They're adding so much even with like thus far. Like I said, we just got Achilles revealed. And then we're going to get World Spriggan revealed. And all that's going to be revealed by like episode like what, 20? Like before probably episode 30. That's still another 20 episodes of what the truck that they could put in. There's going to be so much with this season, man. Like with this season, each season they usually have more releases than the previous season, or they try to have more releases. So imagine how much they're going to be dropping with this, man. Oh, I can't wait to see the roster at the very end of this. It's going to be nuts. There needs to be a new stadium. I feel like after this tournament, there's going to be a new stadium. We still have like 30 episodes left. There's a high chance for returning characters, but it's TT. They might throw in new characters and new bays. Oh, yeah. I imagine them having some returning characters come in and maybe some new characters. Maybe a few, but they can easily have some more returning characters. Like, there's some that they gotta put in, you know? There's plot-wise they gotta put them in. And it's gonna be crazy to see how this all builds. It's like I said, Shu being reminded of, like, his red-eye self when he looks at Lane anytime and gets, like, completely devastated at how much power Lane has. He's shook because he's the one that trained him and saw the power within him, and that it's grown this much. It's bound to happen, the showdown with World Spriggan and Lucifer. Going to happen at some point. It's going to be later down the line, but yeah, man, it's crazy. It's all wild. Let's see here. You got to do the 4 continue. Oh, you mean 4-season Legend Blazers versus Nemesis for the Homage series? Oh yeah, there's a lot of things planned for the Homage series, guys. You don't have anything to worry about. Like all the favorite battles that I've wanted to do, for MFB with each season, I'm doing in the stadium. But I'm not going to do every battle. Like, you know, I know that, like, you versus Reggie, that being one that happened or such. Like, the ones where, you know, they're going to be really intense and you can't fully predict who's going to win, those ones I'll do. But if it's like, oh, just a stamina battle, or, like, say, like, somebody said Pegasus versus Virgo, you should do that. And that would be a fun battle, but honestly, Earth Virgo in real life is an absolute beast. In my opinion, Earth Virgo is one of the strongest Metal Fusion-based stock because its stamina is so good and it can shut down like anything right rotation because it's got that much power and centrifugal force and such, and it's boss. But yeah, let's see here. Metal Fight or Burst? Both are amazing. I'm not one to compare. Both of them are awesome, and I appreciate things, you know, different things. I appreciate them just as much. If all 15 Bladers return from the manga comeback, that's a total of 18 bays. I don't really think there will be more characters. They could throw in as many people as they want to with this. Like I said, like after October, like after we get Achilles, complete dark period, TT can do whatever they want to. And also, like I said, the customized set or the transformation set, they're definitely gonna have two Bladers going that. It's always the pattern with it. 2 Bladers have new bays, and they're Bladers that are in the show. Both of them are. Like Cleo and Boa, with Chaos and Bahamut, with Evel and Shu, you know, Orbagus and Shozi Spriggan, put them both in that one. With Arthur and Gwen, Prime Apocalypse and Regalia Genesis. The pattern's there. So 2 more Bladers that they could put in this, which I'm really excited. I don't know who exactly it's going to be, but whoever, it's going to be wild. And with these sets, they like making the price kind of up there, so you know they're going to have big time new parts with them. And I'm so excited to see, man. But yeah, Vault can literally burst lane easily. You can't say that. You can't say that because there's, okay, people got to realize one thing about me. With the battles or anything, I know everybody has their favorite characters. I got my favorite characters and such. But whenever it comes down to a battle, I'm not gonna be biased with that battle, because that makes it like just fully biased, and there's not as much intensity and fun with it. You just go out and whoever wins it, you know? And that's one thing I say, even with like things with the show. I don't swing it in favor of, oh, one character or such, you know? I just go off of the facts of things that have been seen with the show, you know? And with this, if that battle were to happen, there's no telling who would win it, being real. Because like I said, Vault, Drum, Iga, all had their bays broken. They repaired them, they got stronger, but they've all had their bays broken. They have lost in the past. Every blader that we have seen there's battling in this, besides Lane, just saying, besides Lane, has lost in the past. Lane is literally, and it's scary to say this, Lane is an undefeated blader. I mean, you guys probably have realized this by this point, but Lane's undefeated. He's never lost. With first Uranus, his origins of first Uranus, when he showed up in that tournament, never lost. When he faced Free, he didn't lose. He probably broke Fafnir. And even all the battles since Lucifer, he's never, ever lost. So anybody who goes up against Lane at this current point is the underdog because of the way that they built him up. So yeah, I feel like in the last episode, Hikaru and Hugo will fight. I won't be surprised, honestly, if they do end up fighting in the very last episode. You know, it'd make perfect sense to see which of them is the strongest. But yeah, imagine Lane's new Lucifer called Ultimate Lucifer. And that's a clever name, Ultimate Lucifer. I always imagine it being like something more crazy, like more demonic, you know, because I mean, like I said, well, we got Zeus like during the Plastic Gen, but we got like during MFB, we got Diablo Nemesis. And if Lucifer does end up being the I'm going to completely destroy the world Bay, I imagine a crazy name like, we can't say Chaos Lucifer because Chaos is already a thing. Demon Lucifer. Like I said, Demon Lucifer. That's a demonic name. Like, you know, I swear if they did Diablo Lucifer, no way, man. Diablo means devil in Spanish. Yeah, it does. But like I said, Demon Lucifer. You wanna, dude? Even that name, Destruction Lucifer. That too. But yeah, you should do prototypes. Oh, prototype battles. Nah, everybody like does those battles, and I'm not one to just jump on a big time train of things. But they are really, really fun battles. You know, like I know people do the battles of like, oh, the prototype for Master Spriggan, the prototype for Infinite Achilles, the prototype for this bay or that bay, etc., etc. Probably if we even get like a new like, you know, if we get a new Phoenix, which I'm hoping we do, people doing prototypes of Phoenix, people doing prototypes of whatever bays get announced and such, you know, it's a cool thing. It's not something I'll personally do. It's just like, I'll enjoy watching the videos just like everybody else is going to, but yeah, not my cup of tea for things. Like I'll leave that to everybody else, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, just being an artist, I'm a dude that just like follows my own path with things, you know, and I love seeing their battles and such, you know what I mean? But just, you know, just the artist in me, got to make my own path and such, and you know, I mean, it shows with just my style of everything. But yeah, Extinction Lucifer, that's a sick name. But yeah, man. Well, somebody said, what did he say? Diablo, Diabolo Lucifer sounds like a good name. Well, it's close to Diabolos, so I don't know. That's why I'm like, I don't know if they'd use Diablo because Diabolos, but I can imagine Demon, like Demon Lucifer. I don't know. That just sounds like out of all the names. Like, Demon Lucifer sounds absolutely devastating. Like, that sounds like a bay that if you even, like, remotely just try to face it, you're gonna get whooped. Like, it's wild, dude. Well, let's see here. Free is very quiet, isn't he? Oh, yeah. He's definitely quiet. I mean, it's Free. He's got his chill demeanor, and he's not one to just talk a whole crap ton. And you know his main focus. He's training whenever he's not battling, and he's focused fully on Lane. That's who he's mainly focused on, is Lane. Let's see here. Why is he talking about Lucifer is getting an evolution? Because of how they built up Lucifer. Satanic Lucifer, OMG. I mean, well, we got Curse Satan. So yeah, if there's any names that we see on a certain bay, can't imagine them using it for another bay. You know what I mean? But yeah, and I'm talking about Lucifer a lot because Lane's still undefeated. Lucifer's resonance is growing that much more with every single battle. It shows because one, he broke Ranjiro's Ragnarok. Two, he KO'd every blader in the first battle of this tournament. And in this next episode, he's battling again. And I honestly have a bad feeling. I got kind of a bad feeling, man. I'm hoping that the worst doesn't come true. Aiga's in this, so I'm not worried about anything happening to Achilles because what good would the plot do if, like, oh, we're just going to have Achilles, like, just go right now? No, it's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. There's no way. But I see Lane winning this, and maybe it's like Achilles either gets bursted. You know what I can imagine with this scenario? Which I hope they don't do it with this. I hope they don't do this. Imagine if they did an Arthur scenario. What I mean by this is, remember when Arthur faced off against Delta and Drum? Apocalypse took them both out, right? Diabolos got bursted. Didn't break. Got bursted. But then Dragon got broken. And they both got sent flying. So what if, in this battle, it's like Achilles does end up losing? Possibly. That would be crazy if he does. But I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know with how this is going. Because they had Achilles lose in this first battle, which I'm honestly shook about. I'm surprised that Aiga didn't take the dub. It was actually Hyuga that took it. That's TT's way of saying, you think you know everything that's going on here? Stop it. No, you don't. We're going to be throwing in curveballs at you. This is the first way of showing that. It's wild. But I imagine Achilles maybe losing with like a ring out, like how the other players did. It'll hype up Lane that much more. But then Hikaru or Hyuga, I don't want to see it. And I pray to God that it doesn't happen. Either they get bursted. That's the one situation. They get bursted and Achilles just get KO'd. Because Lucifer's shown it has the power to KO all these bays. Or the worst case scenario, which I hope it doesn't happen, one of or both, either Hyperion or Helios gets broken, which I hope to God doesn't happen. I hate seeing bays break, you guys know. But regardless, I don't see Lane losing this. I don't see him losing this next battle. Ah, man, it's wild, man. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, time's gonna tell with things. We're still up in the air about Achilles, like when we're even gonna get Achilles. I'm just like, a random booster, like if we're getting a random booster in October, that's a far ways away. If they're showing off Achilles already right now, you know what I mean? Like we saw Shu, but they didn't show off. Well, they haven't even shown off World Spriggan. They haven't even shown it off yet in the show, but they showed it off in real life. Like, I don't know, man. It's just, oh, there's so many questions of things that can happen, man. It's wild, but yeah. Let's see here. Let's be very honest here. If Lane were to battle the #1 legendary blader in the world, which is Vault, Lane will push himself to 100%. Oh yeah, well I mean, yeah, in the legend rank, at least in the manga, Vault's #1. But in this, Vault lost with the stamina. So, you know, if it was like, oh man, he's fully the strongest and such, he would have easily toppled over everybody. It shows they're all very powerful in this case because we can't go off of everything the manga says because the manga and the show are different. Some things overlap, but they are very different. We've seen Delta, Phi, Gwyn, Wakia, Dinah, Zack, all of them in the manga, but in the show we haven't seen any of them. So it shows they're very different. But you know, like I said, when it comes to like these high level bladers, like especially like Free or Vault or Aiga or Drum or Louis, I'd say those are probably like the top 5 that are really gonna push Lane. Like I can imagine the barrier going in and then Lucifer getting awoken, but then the barrier getting broken, but then Lucifer not playing any games. And then when he starts struggling, he realizes he needs a newer bay. And then sure enough, you know, but I mean, there's so much story and plot and stuff. It's gonna be wild, man. In the manga, Kurtz and Norman don't even exist. Well, in the manga for God, they don't. But in the manga, they actually do exist in the manga for Super King, because they did mention Kurt, because they said A rank, and they mentioned like Gazum, they mentioned Kurt, they mentioned Boa, all being in that rank. So he didn't exist in the manga in God, but he does in the manga for Super King. And I think somebody asked, what's a manga? A manga is basically like a Japanese comic book. They have the manga where they just show off like basically it's got its own story and such, like how the show, it's like kind of the manga and the show correspond with a few small things, but for the most part they're different, but yeah. So yeah, that's what the manga is. And like I said, like there might be things with them that kind of overlap, but not so much, like always. Let's see, Norman exists in the manga. He fought Shu after he lost to Vault. He fought Shu after he lost to Vault in the manga? Really? Yo, that's okay. I mean, one thing I would just love is like, because in the show, just the way that it ended with like Nemesis getting broken, it's like I said, if we have these groups like the Snake Pit, like the remnants of the Snake Pit, as well as like the remnants of Dead Grand, that being Evel mainly, and then the remnants of Hell, that being obviously Arthur. Like you imagine Evel, Arthur, Theodore, Astrum, all of them putting their heads together and thinking of a plot. You don't think that'd be the most devastating thing in Burst history? All those three masterminds, especially Astrum, because he acted like nothing happened, like that he didn't lose or anything during the second season, even though he did the Requiem project and everything. Like, it's crazy. Just imagine all of them coming back. That would force these bladers to really use their full power, and especially if these guys with these brilliant genius minds, we hate them, but we can't deny that they're smart. They come back with their minds, and they're going after all these bladers. And then they have a blader like Lane, it's crazy. A blader like Lane that they created because they went through all these tests. They saw that, imagine this, Theodore saw what went wrong with the Requiem project with Shu. After that, he sat this whole time because that's from God. That means he's had since God. That means all of the Cho-Z series, all the time during the GT series, and all the time thus far with Super King to devise a crazy plan on the scale. And making that project, like the Requiem project, look like a child throwing a tantrum compared to what he's doing now. Anybody who goes under, like, say his new training or such, or in this new vicinity, gets that much stronger and has power to destroy a bay, even more so than Shu did with the Requiem project. Could you imagine him getting this much power and being able to do this and have this much science behind him after all this time? I definitely do. And like I said, having Evel to help him too, and Arthur, bruh. And especially if they do power up, if they have Arthur come back with the new Apocalypse and have him start going on a tear. Like I said, there's these bladers you can have come back. Like Norman, you power him up with this new project. Arthur, being a part of this group, you power him up. You have multiple bladers that have the power to destroy a bay if they defeat them. And then one by one going through all of our favorite characters. It's going to get dark, man. I don't know if it's going to get that dark or such, but and I know it's speculation, but that's a plot worthy of the end of Beyblade Burst. We need a full endgame level world destruction. We barely survived this plot for this because we have not gotten that far with Burst. We've gotten that far with the Plastic Gen it showed. It especially showed during MFB with the Nemesis Crisis. And we have had a brainwashed Shoot, aka Red Eye. We've had Louis being kind of crazy, but it wasn't anything really, really devastating. We've had Lord of Destruction in Phi. We've had the King of Hell, Arthur. And then we've had Gwyn trying to come in with a bay based off of a Big Bang. Literally a Big Bang. Genesis. The creation of life. It goes far. You needed to go further than all those things with this last season. And how they built up Lane and how much destruction he's going on now, not even using his full power. Yeah. Lane probably still has used at least 50% of power. Yeah, probably like he's using like not even half power. But now in this cup, he's gonna actually start using full power. He's still not trying fully. He's playing around and doing this. It's bonkers. But yeah, man. Are you okay? You're coughing? Yeah. You know, just air. And also kind of swallowed a bug. But yeah, let's see. What if all the bladers wield the wet? It's from the avatars and attacks the antagonist with the weapons. Nah, they wouldn't do that, Tom. They definitely wouldn't do that. They just do like regular battles. What's your opinion on Spider-Man? I mean, just all the different franchises. I haven't even watched like all the different franchises and such. I honestly haven't really watched it since like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. But yeah, you know, I gotta get caught up with a lot of movies and such. But you know, let's see here. I feel like we still don't know Lane's true background yet. Yeah, he wants to show everyone he's the strongest, but I sense a bit of hatred from him. There's more to Lane. There's definitely more. And so like I said, after this cup ends, there like this festival ends or towards the end of it, that's when we're gonna get the true details. Because Lane's gonna be he's gonna show off his power on that scale and be truly a man to beat. And then they're gonna go on the backstory of him. And like I said, imagine with this backstory, you have these evils coming out of the shadows saying that they're the ones behind him. They put him through like a project that was similar to the Requiem project. And that's how they got the power. Imagine they just call it the Uranus project. And that's how Lane got this power with first Uranus, because all the parts for Uranus were exclusive to him. You think somebody's just gonna have that bay and that kind of power right away? Nah, man. Something might have caused that. Something had to have caused that. And then him evolving it to Lucifer. I just swallowed some freaking air, jeepers. It's really windy. And also high elevation. But yeah, man, it's going to be wild. What happens during the Nemesis crisis? Okay, I'll give you some history on MFB. You know, during Metal Fury, 10 star fragments scattered across the globe. Jinga became a legendary blader. Yuki found him. Jinga and Kyoya were together, battling and such. They both awakened at the same time. Then Yuki found them. And then they went and searched for all the legendary bladers, got all the pieces of the fragments to try and stop the revival of Nemesis. But then also some of the bladers went to the side of evil. They all worked on reviving Nemesis. They went to a temple to try and stop them. Couldn't stop them because Ryuga turned kinda and tried to focus on power instead of helping the legendary bladers to stop reviving Nemesis. Nemesis got revived. Literally power so strong that everybody's favorite blader, or seen as the strongest blader, Ryuga, got stomped. Literally stomped into the ground with his power. And everybody in the world had to put their powers together in order to stop the world from going absolutely like destructive, like being completely destroyed. There was earthquakes, volcanoes, a big storm. Everything was destroyed. All the buildings and everything, it was messed up to the point where it took 7 years to fix it, leading to Shogun Steel. That's how devastating it got. We need to see that devastation with Burst, because we haven't. And I think it's going to happen. It's going to be nuts, man. It's going to be really, really wild. How are your 3D printed bays? They're awesome. They're doing well. Let's see here. Do you make a 3D printed Star Dragon? Well, I don't have a 3D printer. I don't have a 3D printer and can't afford that. But yeah, you know, I swallowed some air. Yeah, you're choking on air, man. It's really, really windy, and also a lot of flies flying around. It's wild. But yeah, I feel like I swallowed a bug. Excuse me, jeepers. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I did because there was like something in my throat. Yeah. Let's see here. What do you think of Brave Valkyrie? It's a full-out, like, big-time attacker. It's awesome. It's a raw attacker. Some people get triggered when I have a battle with it and it loses. It's like, guys, it doesn't have the most stamina ever. It's very strong with its attack. But there's bays that, like, can overpower it. That's not saying Brave Valkyrie is weak at all, you know? Like, some people think that bays have, like, the plot of the show and such, but it's got some serious attack. But it's not, like, you know, it's unbeatable. I mean, Tempest Dragon overpowers it with the weight and such. And stamina, but yeah. The fun fact, Helios fought Ryuga in a special chapter for the manga, which they did that in the movie. Oh, for sure, man. That would have been a sick battle to see. Ryuga would have won. But yeah, what's my favorite food? I love Chinese food. But yeah, what do you think is the best stamina driver? Bearing. Definitely bearing. Or well, I don't know. Like, I guess atomic's more defense. Yeah, that's a more defense driver. But yeah, and I don't think extend plus counts as like balance, I guess. So yeah, just has a different modes for it. But if we're talking the stamina mode and counting that, then stamina mode, extend plus, and bearing probably. Those are probably the best two drivers for stamina. But yeah, you okay, bro? Drink water. We'll wait. Yeah, I'm good. But yeah, I'd say revolve. Revolve is pretty good. Good lord. But yeah, I'm good, guys. Bearing, eternal, and revolve. Yeah, all good choices. Like, you know, revolve is pretty good though. My favorite's tacos. Tacos are pretty good. What's the best Beyblade to buy right now? I mean, attack-wise, I wouldn't even front with you. If you're going like full attack, I'd say probably in this order. Tempest Dragon, because Dragon is a full-out heavy attacker. It's good. I'd say also Super Hyperion, and also Brave Valkyrie. If we're talking left rotation bays, I mean like Fafnir and Longinus for sure. You know, but yeah, and also World Spriggan is gonna probably be a absolute boss, like an absolute powerhouse of a bay too. So yeah. But yeah, guys. Anyways, if you guys got any last questions about the show, you know, about this episode or anything, let me know in the comments. But yeah, what are your my opinion on Grand Theft Auto? It's fun. It's also just like crazy. Like, you obviously don't do any of the stuff in Grand Theft Auto in real life because you'll get in trouble. But it's fun. It's a fun game for sure. But yeah. World Spriggan is going to be easy to get. Yeah, it's going to be really, really easy to get. He has a Nintendo Switch. I do have a Nintendo Switch. You're playing GTA right now? Nice. Also, if you hear that, fam's cranking a trailer. Sorry about the squeaking, guys. But, yeah, let's see here. Story mode Trevor is sick. Yeah, he's really, really sick. Alright, yeah, that is pretty loud. Sorry, guys. But yeah, my parents are getting the trailer. I'm at to move. It's just too loud. So here we go. I'll go over here so you guys aren't hearing the squeaking as much. But yeah, okay. So right by the fire pit too. Nice. Alright, so yeah. If you guys got any last questions, feel free to ask them. But yeah, let's see. Do a gaming channel. I'm already busy as heck with like life and such. People got to realize I work a lot, and yeah. All right, well, you can move it. I'm just doing a. Okay, now we're back. We're good. But yeah, yeah, I'm back. I just had to go and move my tablet and stuff. My family's getting the trailer and moving the car around, so I had to move anyways. And plus, I moved because there was a lot of squeaking. I didn't know it hurt your guys' ears because it hurt my ears. So I'm trying to fix that. Just bear with me. But anyways, like I said, I do a lot. I work a lot of unboxings, a lot of battles and stuff, and I also try to get enough sleep. So in the future, maybe I'll do a gaming channel, but for now, obviously Beyblade and Bakugan wise, everything keeping me really, really busy. It's a lot. People got to realize I'm one person trying to do a lot of stuff. And, you know, I swear I probably should have got some water. I don't know. I swear I swallowed a bug or some grass or something. Because, like, my throat, like, hurts. But, yeah. But, you know, it's all good. Gonna tough it out with this. But, yeah, man. Like I said, maybe in the future. I do love gaming. But for now, definitely don't have enough time to start a gaming channel. Because then I have to get all the software and stuff for that. And I don't have the money for that. You know, just helping out my family and such. And just, you know, doing what I can, keeping up with everything. But, yeah. So, let's see here. My favorite Beyblade of all time, that's too hard. That's like, you'd be sitting here for a while just thinking about that. Because I have a lot of bays that I really like. I wonder if Vol can hold the sword of Brave Valkyrie. I know it's not going to happen, but if he could, what if, and what are your thoughts? Well, yeah, it probably wouldn't happen. I mean, that would be cool seeing it. Like, you imagine like the sword in his hand, or the way he moves, it's like he's got a sword in his hand. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that'll be sick. My favorite sparking bay of all time, then. My favorite sparking bay. That's hard. It's honestly really tough. If there's a new Phoenix, the Phoenix might take it. I'm not gonna lie. But right now, I mean, I do like Longinus and Dragon, like Tempest Dragon and Rage Longinus. They're probably two of my favorites. Also, Mirage Fafnir. Those are probably my 3 favorites at the current moment. But yeah, man, time's gonna tell with what other bladers they have come back and such. But you know, let's see here. Do you want Beyblade Burst Zero G remakes? Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely want to see, like, I mean, we're gonna get Metal Masters remakes with the set, but definitely want to see Metal Fury remakes before like Shogun Steel ones or Zero G. I'd love to see Zero G or Shogun Steel remakes, but I want to see Metal Fury ones first. You know what I mean? Or 4D ones. Like I said, Big Bang Pegasus Ultimate Reboot easily can do that. Phantom Orion Baron could easily do that. Fang Leon, now we have Wave. Fang Leon with Wave. Diablo Nemesis with Trick Dash because it switches all the different modes with it. That's another one. You know what else? I mean, El Drago Destroy with Generate. There's a lot of different ones they could easily do. But yeah, what do you think happened to Daigo, Ken, and Wakia? They just battled and they haven't battled again since, but they probably will. Soon. But yeah. Oh, I got a package. Cool. Thanks, Mom. I'll put that right there. Let's see, that bug trying to escape out your throat, like probably. Let's see, if Big Bang Pegasus comes out and burst, better have Ultimate Reboot Dash. Oh yeah, it'll have Ultimate. It would be Ultimate Reboot Dash for it. It only makes sense. And then Generate for El Drago Destroy, Phantom Orion Bearing. Like I said, Fang Leon Wave because W2D Wave's the closest thing to it. And anything else they honestly want to throw in it. You know, any other bladers they want to put into it. But yeah, dude. Let's see. Bay wheels were trash. I mean, they seemed fun, but yeah. Varieris with Zeta. Oh yeah, for sure. Varieris with Zeta. That's another good one. Varieris Zeta Dash. That would be sick. Let's see. New bays. No, these are just like speculation things. You know, speculating like possible MFB remakes in the future, which I could see all those parts being for 4D bays. But yeah, and then Shogun Steel bays. I'd love to see Shogun Steel remakes. It'll be really cool to see how they make it work. Nemesis with Trick. Yeah, Nemesis Trick Dash would be probably best for it, you know. But I mean, yeah, guys. Any last questions? Feel free to ask. I mean, it has been like really busy. Like I said, this is the first day I've had off in a few days because I've just been like constantly working. So, you know, all good though. Worth it. What are your thoughts if Lane tries to destroy the world? I wouldn't be surprised one bit. Not one bit. And especially if our favorite bladers go down in the process of this. It's going to get really ugly. And it's going to be probably up to Hyuga / Hikaru or both of them to beat Lane at the very end. You know, but yeah. And especially right now, they're building up like that rivalry with Lane and Hyuga. Like they seem like true rivals because literally the only bay that has the resonance, like, you know, that makes Lucifer really resonate is Hyperion. Not even Helios is doing it. You know what I mean? So that rivalry between like Lane and Hyuga is definitely there. It's been established, and it shows like those two are true rivals. Hikaru, not as much right now. So yeah. Let's see here. I got really mad and sad and surprised when Ryuga died. He actually didn't die. He didn't die. He just never battled again because he gave Sakio Dragoon. It's been confirmed that Ryuga is the one that gave Sakio Dragoon. He just never battled again after that. You know, he never battled after that battle with Nemesis, which that is a fact. He never did. But, you know, he's the reason the Sakio got Dragoon. Let's see. You see Shu hold the axe of Spriggan. Why not the other bladers? Yeah, I mean, like the movements and such. And also, that was like in the Requiem project where he did hold that, you know, it was like a virtual reality with that. But even the way he moves, like his counter break and such, like slamming the, you know what I mean? Like the way that Beyblader moves. Like even with the whip, it's like he's pulling out like the sword or such, you know, and whipping someone with the sword, you know, with vault movements and such, with like this, like how he did with Slash Valkyrie. You see that with some characters, you know, and even Mirage Claw, like Fafnir using the claw, like free Mirage Claw. You can tell it with their moves, like, you know. But yeah. Um, let's see here. What competitive base would you recommend from Super King and Gachi? I mean, Master Diabolos with, I mean, a lot of things are good on Extend Plus. Also, a lot of things, like, I mean, Rage Longinus stock, or even, or with, like, Extreme Dash or something, crazy attacker right there. I mean, there's so many different combos, like, a lot of bays, like, you know, I mean, using Atomic or Extend Plus or Bearing, the opposite spin combos, you know, like Lord Spriggan. People still using Lord Spriggan big time, which I can imagine a lot of people using World Spriggan the same way. Well, yeah, there's a lot of different combos. But yeah, let's see. What will happen if all the evils come back? We get the true plot that we deserve for this season. That's what. And I'm hoping that that's what happens, because it's just, it needs to be that dark and that evil. And bringing them all back with their minds and creating this whole thing where they can bring in any blader they want to, past, present, or future. Yeah, that'll be sick. Would love to see that, man. Let's see here. Sakio is living proof that Ryuga never died. He just went and rested. Remember, Ryuga can teleport, so it's easy for him. Yeah, exactly. Exactamundo. You deserve 1 million subs. Dude, I'd flip if I get 100,000. It's like I say, like, all the time. I mean, there's a lot of people that watch the channel that aren't even subbed, and it shows, but, like, literally, I hope those people do come out of the shadows and such and just support and such, because, I mean, I've always said it, my ultimate dream is like 100K. I know a lot of people have hit that or like way past that. Some have like, you know, 7, 8, 9, 10 times that, you know. I mean, BBG has 1 million. You know, I'm not trying to be no greatest blader ever or anything. I'm too humble for that, and I'd never ever do that. Like, nah, I'm even honored that people put me in a category of being a GOAT, or some people call me a GOAT. That's wild. Or even like some people say you're a legendary blader. That's freaking wild, and that's amazing, and that hits me in my freaking heart all the time. My ultimate goal is 100K, man. I've always said it, like, you know, get 100K and get that silver play button. I've gone through a lot of stuff with my life even to get to this point, and it's like, if I ever did that, that's the living proof I can show to people. Like, I never gave up on what I believed. I just loved what I do, and I just kept going with it and never gave up. Put out videos every day, even if I'm coming back home from work and I'm putting out, like, even if I'm exhausted from everything that I do, I'm still dropping videos. I'm still putting them out there. I'm still making the thumbnails. I'm still dropping the videos. Heck, even during the duration of this week, there's things I don't say, like, on camera stuff. I mean, it shows with the Baku Baytuber adventures, like behind the scenes stuff, but there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I even do. Heck, a couple of the days when I've gone to work, I've sat in the car with my laptop. I kid you not. I use my, like, tablet as a hotspot, and with my laptop, I sat there editing the videos, scheduling them to go out, editing the thumbnails and everything, and getting those videos out there, even like right before I work and such, because that's just what I do. You know, I'm putting out videos or recording videos before and after I work, and I come back and I just crank out more videos, and then I put out more and schedule more to go out. I've got videos I got to go and schedule to go out right after this, even with my day off. And sometimes I'll go to bed and I'll be exhausted, but I'm like, I did a lot and it's totally worth it, you know? So it's just like, I just hope you guys have my back and support, you know? It's as simple as like, go tell your friends, go tell anybody who's like not much in the channel if they want to see like some Beyblade content, some Bakugan content or such. And, you know, I make some of that content. I'm not saying I'm the greatest or anything, and I never would say that. I just know I put in big time work with things, and, you know, the ultimate dream is 100K. If I ever hit that, I'll flip. Like I said, I've said it constantly, and I always do. If I ever hit 100K, I'm gonna make a video on it, and you guys are gonna see me actually break down, like actually fully break down. I can hold in my emotions very, very well, you know, just going through a lot of stuff. I can hold it in pretty well, and I mean, it shows even with my demeanor. But I won't be able to hold it in then. Absolutely, I would not be able to. Like, I just say it to be fully honest and real with you guys, because just like, yeah, even the thought of it makes me like honestly tear up like crazy. But yeah, man. Anyways, let's see here. Your chat's so nice. I'm so glad. because like I want good vibes with the chat and everything. You know, I'm not about like bad vibes or anything. I'm about the good vibes and bringing in the positive energy and all that good stuff because it's so important. Like I explained with the last live reaction I did last week, it's so important, especially right now, having the good vibes and such. You know, today was the worst day. I broke my arm in Camp Beyblade. Oh man, I'm so sorry, Slade. You know, but at least like hopefully like it brings some peace coming in, like watching the videos, whether it's my channel or other people's channels. It brings you some peace, and it's just get well soon, and your bays are going to be there waiting for you, you know, and it'll make it that much more hype because once you heal up, you'll be able to Beyblade and you'll just be itching for it, you know. By the time you're healed up, it's like, yeah, let's get back into it. Oh my gosh, like, yeah, you know. Let's see here. Gotta go by Kim. Take care and congrats on 65K. Yo, Gold, thanks so much for coming by, man. Definitely appreciate it. What do you wish for the future of Beyblade? I mean, for the future of Beyblade, I definitely just... I honestly don't know. I mean, I just want Burst, because I feel like this is going to be the last season for Burst. I say it honestly, because we've never gotten a 5th season for a Beyblade series ever, and the fact we're getting a 5th one now is awesome, and it feels like a real endgame feel. So they need to go out and pull all the stops, all the absolute stops for this last season. But after, honestly not sure. The craziest thing would be if like they find some kind of system and they have all the bladers from like Beyblade history come back, or they just do like another series afterwards and we don't know exactly what it is, you know, because we have the plastic gen, we have the metal gen, we have now Burst afterwards. Not sure what they do, but we'll see, man. Regardless, it's gonna be awesome, and this is truly the last season and Burst does end. You already know, like, I got my skit series, and I made my first skit series last 6 years after MFB ended, guys. So you have no fear. You don't need to have any fears about, like, me putting out content for a long time. You already know it's going to be coming for a long time. I'm still doing MFB content for the duration of, like, the end of this year, like, the rest of this year. It's the last bit of MFB, but I made it last, like, 6-7 years after it ended. So you guys know how long I'm going to make Burst last. It's going to be awesome, man. So, yeah. Let's see here. I'm also excited. I bought some more bays before I broke my arm. Oh, nice. Well, once you heal up, you'll be able to use them and such. What if we can 3D print the weapons from the avatars? I mean, that would be pretty cool. Yeah. I wish I want to see a crossover. A crossover would be really, really sick. But, yeah. Is the skits like a story? Yeah, the skits just like a show. Like an actual, like, show. Like the show is. My MFB skit series. That's how it was the first season as well as the second season. That was being like a sequel to my first season of the skits. And then it really ended MFB, you know, because I got all the story out. Nothing left to prove for those bays, so all my skit bays are retired. And after this MFB homage series, the anime bays will be retired too. But going with one last hurrah was something I've always wanted to do, that being the giant stadium battles. Plenty out now to go back and watch, and more to be coming. I'm going to be dropping a lot. I'm basically done with like the Metal Fusion ones that I've had planned, and then I'm going to take a little break from them, you know, because got them all on one big swoop. I just like mass recording when I got free time. That's just how I operate. But yeah. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys are looking forward to everything, and also dang bugs, and also just big time hype for the rest of the things of the season. Like I said, I'm excited, but I'm very nervous. It's gonna get wild. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell button to be notified whenever I upload a video. So yeah, guys, till next time, it's your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Till then, stay awesome and cool. Shoot, I'm up out of here.